What's up, YouTubers? In this video I want to show you how you make your very own clone ball.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign.
So this is my Mewtwo clone ball Pokeball that I've downloaded from Etsy. You see here you got the bottom, the reflector, the top, and the pen. And we're going to see how long this is going to take for us to print. And this is with supports, tree supports. This is going to take about 2 hours and 22 minutes for the bottom. And should be about the same for the top. So 3 hours and 13 minutes for that one. Okay, so altogether it will be 5 hours and 35 minutes. So see you guys in 5 hours. Okay, now since we're done printing, we're going to start sanding these pieces down. And we're just sanding down like the edges right here where it's rough, and some of the inside. And of course the top to get these layer lines a little bit flatter. We're going to do the same thing on both sides. You can kind of see this one's a little bit rougher. See all those little things coming up there. Then we also have a reflector piece that sits down right in the bottom. So we gotta make sure that's smooth. And after that, we're going to use Bondo glazing putty and use a little bit of acetone to water it down so we can put it all over the Pokeball and try to make it as smooth as possible. And for this, we're going to use about 220 sanding paper, 220 grit sanding paper. Let's start with that, and then we're going to go up. So, see how well this turns out.
Welcome to my party. We're just getting started.
And always make sure you're wearing gloves, glasses, and a mask to help prevent breathing in all those chemicals. Now, since we're done putting the Bondo putty on, we're going to let this dry off for about 30 minutes. It should be completely dry and ready to sand. I only had to put a little bit on to kind of cover the layers on top. And after it's completely dry, we're going to use higher grade sandpaper. I got 1200 and 2000 grit sandpaper I'm going to use to make that sure that this is completely smooth. So we'll see where we go from there. Okay, now since we're done sanding them off and making them super smooth, we're ready to put primer on it. So we got our bottom, our top, and then our button that sits at the bottom of the inside here. So, and then two paint with, I'm using Rust-Oleum's Paint and Primer Flat Black. And then I'm just going to do probably a couple layers of that to give it primer, and then I'm going to airbrush the rest of them to give it that color. So here we go. So unfortunately, all that I recorded on this ball after I put the primer on it got erased by accident. So I'll just tell you, I used my airbrush and used purple and some masking tape and masked all of this and painted all of the purple outlines on this Pokeball and even on the inside, and then hand painted the reflector for this and the eye. Unfortunately, the eye did not come out right and I didn't like it, so I'm gonna re-airbrush this again so it comes out a little bit better. So we're gonna do that.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey!
Now since I painted the eye, it's a little bit brighter, looks a little bit better. So now since this is pretty much done, all we need to do now is put a clear coat on it to make it shinier, and then start putting this together to make a Pokeball complete. Here we go. Now since we got done with the clear coat, makes it look super extra shiny. I think it looks amazing. The last step is to put the hinge in it, this little 3D printed piece, the two little reflectors that fit in the top and bottom of the Pokeball, and we're just going to glue those in with some Gorilla Super Glue. And after that, we should have a really cool looking Pokeball. Here we go. So after all that, we finally got it done. And as you can see, it kind of tore up the back of it because I was trying to put the hinge in that, and I need to open it up more. But now you can open it up, you can see everything in it. Reflectors on both ends, and it closes like a normal Pokeball. The only thing I did not like is there is no place for a magnet in here. So now when I just leave it open, you can kind of see the crease in there, and I can't fully close it. But still looks really good, and I'm proud of myself for making it, so hopefully you guys liked it too. So thank you guys for watching my video. Hopefully this inspires you to also make Pokeballs and Pokemon merchandise. But thank you for watching, and hopefully see you in the next video. Thank you. See ya.